So now you know a little bit about Talent Team. Let's talk about the mechanics of the program, how it works. You sign your child up for Talent Team, and every single child is going to get to do at least 3 songs and dances. They also have an opportunity to audition. Now, yes, it is a non-audition group. That means everybody will participate. However, we still audition for speaking parts and for putting children on the microphone. So every single song and dance that the children are doing, there's going to be at least 2, maybe 4 or more children at the mics on the stage singing. Now, we are not going to force every child to have a special part. Sometimes they don't want one. And so we let the child volunteer, and we do this audition process over the course of 3 or 4 weeks. So the very first part of the semester, your child is going to focus heavily on the choreography, because that's the most time-consuming to learn. The dances, that is really, it's not just kind of step touches and 3-step turns and that sort of thing. It is, they do dance. So they're going to focus on that a lot at first. They will also, during that first month, do the auditions. They will also know what the 5 parts of the body are that they use when they sing. They're going to have a clear understanding of how to use a microphone properly. And to begin with, they're going to learn to have complete controlled movement with the microphone. And then they will add later perfectly planned and executed movements that are specific for whatever it is that they're going to be doing at the microphone. About midway through the semester, your child will start running the show. That's what they call it. So you may have a school district where you have paid half up front and then half the other time. It may be where you've paid for the whole semester. I don't know. We've got so many different programs out there. But the format is the same. So you will have about midway through, regardless of how long it is, your child is going to start coming to class and running the show. Before that time, they're going to have stations. We typically send 2 or 3 teachers. It's rare that it's 1, but it could be 1. But we typically send 2 or 3 teachers that have stations. Now you have to also understand this as well, that a goodly portion of our classes are taught in the schools, after schools. And though we are contracted with the school districts to provide these arts programs for them, we don't have control over what space or classroom that they're going to give us. Sometimes we're in hallways and 1 classroom. So our teachers are trained on how to use that space and still get the classes taught. This will be a really good thing for your child as well. So they will learn how to implement different circumstances and improvise, and that's a great life skill as well. So they will rotate between these teachers every single week until they start running the show. Then they'll start out with shorter rotations and then run the show until finally all they are doing is running the show in practice of their performances. So again, you know how important those performances are, because that's where they learn how to put it all together. Now, we're going to talk in a moment about how that, even in and of itself, is different, because most non-audition programs don't have the children perform as much as we do. And almost every program that you ever participate in, besides ours, your child has to purchase their costumes. And that can be pretty expensive. We don't do that. I am a mom, like I said, and I've tried to set Talent Team up the way that I had wished it was when my children were really little. And so what we do is we have the students purchase basic black, and we will go into that in another video and actually show you what that looks like so that you have a clear understanding. But to put it simply, you buy the basics and we accessorize them and put costume pieces with it and rent them to you for a very small fee, which keeps it affordable for you. So now you realize that your child is learning skills, which skills in the performing arts, they're learning life skills. They're also learning the mechanics of how to put the show together. They're learning how to pull together as a team, which is again one of those life skills.